Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Factorio. It's been a little while, and I'm sorry for the delay. Life just got kind of busy. But yeah, we're just going to jump right into tutorial level 5 now. This is going to be the last tutorial level before free play. So this is the tutorial level that's going to tie all the other tutorials together, crank the complexity up to 11, and yeah, you'll see there's a lot to take care of in this tutorial level. It's going to be a few hours long. So I'm going to break this video up into multiple segments so that way you don't have to watch 5 hours of video straight. But yeah, this is going to be good. So looking forward to it. Let's just dive right in. New game, tutorial, abandoned rail base. So one other thing to note before I dive in is tutorial levels 4 and 5 can be played in multiplayer. So if you got a buddy and you want to try this out together, both of you guys download the game, play them together. It's a good time. But yeah, after crash landing on the alien world, you need to explore the area, harvest local resources, automate the production of items that you need to survive. Levels 4 and 5 can be played in multiplayer. So yeah, abandoned rail base. Let's go. So last time, we built ourselves a car. So now that we have the car, we're now going to the base that the guy noticed the distress signal from. And here we are. You can tell it's basically destroyed. The biters really got a hold of it. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Well, this doesn't look too good. I don't see any engineer corpses, so they must have escaped in time. Looks like they're researching advanced technologies here. If I repair the base, I can continue their research. I'll need to repair the rail infrastructure too. The local resource patches will dry up soon. And that's the tricky thing about tutorial level 5 is you have a very small amount of resources to work with to start. You need to expand out, and you need to expand out fast. So we're going to start mining what we can, but we basically need to rush our way up to railroad tech. So that way we can build railroads out to larger patches of resources elsewhere on the map. So that way we can get enough resources to actually finish the tutorial level. But yeah, so just as a heads up, what I'm going to do, probably for the whole first part of this tutorial level, is I'm going to be cleaning up the map, more or less. Because as you guys already know after watching my other videos, I like to build things my way. I don't want to take what the developers started with and build on top of that. You guys are free to do that if you want to, but I like to think things through, figure things out for myself. So I'm going to clean it all up, wipe out the whole map, clear everything out, and then take whatever resources I've got and start with those and build it my way. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rolling. So first, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my car because I don't want my car anymore. I'm going to go ahead and start setting everything up as far as my hotbar goes. Where do I want to put lights? I always end up putting lights somewhere different. So I'll put it down here this time. Labs I don't need to put in the hotbar. I don't use labs all that often. Turrets might be helpful. Okay, looks like I got SMG already. That's lovely. I think that's everything I actually want on my hotbar for now. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to first craft some repair packs. So that way I can repair things as I pick them up. So let me go and slap those repair packs here. And then let's grab some repair packs. And to repair something, you grab your repair pack here and you left click on the thing and you'll repair it. It doesn't matter what it was made of, the repair pack just takes care of it magically. It's lovely. And then as soon as everything's repaired, I'm just going to pick all of it up. Let's turn on alt mode, that way I can see everything. Again, let's just clean everything up. But you can see here they had some rail infrastructure set up. I'll be teaching you guys some very basic railroad stuff. Their railroads can be pretty complex, which is awesome. You can do all sorts of cool things with railroads. But again, for the tutorial level purposes, I'm just going to keep things really easy, really simple, really straightforward when it comes to railroads. Because, like I said in my first tutorial video, I think, there are YouTubers out there who have thousands of hours in this game. Whereas I only have and only, I only have hundreds of hours in this game. So there are people out there who can explain more complex concepts and more complex structures much better than I can. And they can teach you more efficient ways to do things than I know how to do personally. So, as I said before, I'm going to be walking you through the basics. I'll be walking you through these tutorial levels. But once I'm done, I'm going to be linking you guys to a couple of YouTubers that I like to watch from the Factorio community to really help take your knowledge level of the game above and beyond what I can teach you myself, right? As I gain more and more experience, I might come out and make some more videos about Factorio and whatnot, but there's some really smart people out there, and there's a lot of dedicated people in the Factorio community. It really is an awesome community. So, looking forward to giving that information out to you guys. As I'm continuing to clean stuff up, just once again, I wanted to thank everybody for all the support. One of my videos actually got past 100 views, which I was not expecting considering how new of a YouTube channel I am. I was not expecting it to go above 100 views. So that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support, for all of your help, for your comments, your questions. For those of you who I know in person, thank you so much for your feedback, for, again, watching, helping to promote the videos, all that stuff. This is incredible. I love it. All right. So again, we're going to be cleaning some stuff up. You're probably going to be noticing a few items here that we haven't built before. Like these medium power poles are what they're called. Medium power poles basically just have a larger range of effectiveness. So you can power more stuff with just one pole compared to a small power pole, right? So you've got the small electric poles, which you guys are used to seeing at this point. You've got your medium electric poles, which give you a larger area, as you can see there, compared to the small. And then you actually have these big electric poles. And let me go ahead and pull one of these up. The big electric poles have a small area of effectiveness, but what's nice about them is they can connect very large distances. So you don't need a lot of them to cover large distances. So if you need to go and power something, let's go and open up our map here. Let's say you need to power something way over here, which we're going to be running to. Let's say you need to power something way over here, but your main power generation's over here. You can run, just eyeballing it, 50-ish small poles to go and give power there. That's fine, you can do that. But if you've researched and if you have big electric poles, you're only going to need like 15 to get there. You're not going to need anywhere near as many. It's going to be great. So big electric poles, very handy. So you can see what resources we have available. You can even see that they're mixed. That also makes things a little bit painful at the start. But yeah, we only have a little bit of iron, not much at all. A little bit of stone, a little bit of coal. Down here, a little smidge of copper and another little smidge of stone. We basically have nothing. So we are going to be really stingy about what we spend our resources on as we gather them. All right, so over here, you can see some other technologies that we haven't actually gone over yet. The big one here is solar panels. Lovely, love those. We're not going to play too much with those today. But basically solar panels work in Factorio pretty similar to how they do in real life, right? They absorb the sun and they convert that energy from the sun into electricity, which means solar panels only work during the day. So at night you need to get your power elsewhere, right? Now, elsewhere could mean steam energy like we're already used to doing, or it could also mean what's called accumulators, right? So during the day, the solar panels are working, and if you have enough solar panels, you have excess energy, right? Energy that your factory can create but doesn't actually need right then. You can store that excess energy in accumulators, which are basically just big batteries. And then at night, when your solar panels turn off, your accumulators can kick in and take over and provide the energy for your factory through the night. And then you have that nice equilibrium that you reach, right, between solar panels and accumulators. In addition to that, accumulators and solar panels, they don't generate pollution. So when you're trying to build a clean factory and minimize the amount of biter attacks that you want, whoops, I grabbed something that was not fully repaired yet. If you want to minimize biter attacks, because they get more ferocious the more pollution you generate over time, right? So you do want to do clean things as much as you can. But anyway, so if you want to reduce the amount of biter attacks, then you want to go solar, right? Solar is nice and clean. It doesn't generate pollution. The only downside of solar is it's very resource intensive to set up. You need to build huge, elaborate solar farms. It's insane how many solar panels you need to compete with a single offshore pump steam setup. It's insane. But once you have your resources set up to that degree, then awesome. You can build a bajillion solar panels, a bajillion accumulators, and you can power your factory from solar. And eventually you can power your factory with nuclear, which is also amazing. All right, so I've cleaned up the main core of the base, right? Now you can see there's a whole bunch of rail here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all that up. You can see there's iron ore mines over here. There's copper ore mines over here. You can see there's already stuff there, so I'm gonna go clean that up too. And then just like with tutorial level 4, there's some blue spots. Those are boxes with resources, right? So resources there. I think I picked that up already, but I'll check over there. There's a resource box here. There's a resource box here. And then there's actually a couple of secrets on this map. If you don't want me to spoil them, then I'll mark in the video or in the description. I'm not a very good editor yet, but I will mark in some way, shape, or form when I'm going to go get those extra resources from those secret areas of the map. And then you can skip ahead if you want to try to find those yourself and see what they are, because they're pretty cool, actually. But, I mean, you can just watch. It's cool. Alright, let's see. What else do I want to do? Do I have... Okay, I've got some steel chests. Which I want to move. Steel chests here. I like boxes there, which means I want the repair packs to be... I'm going to put repair packs there. That's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting things that I don't need right now into this steel chest here. Because as I'm going around the map gathering resources, I'm going to fill up my inventory, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to throw everything that I don't immediately need or that I'm not going to immediately use into a steel chest. And then when I'm done gathering up everything on the map, I think I'm just going to throw everything into steel chests because, yeah. When I'm done gathering everything on the map, then I can come back and grab whatever I need and then start building. All right. So let's go clean up the copper area. Let's go clean up the iron area. And then let's also grab... Oh, I had a pipe there. That's what that blue was. Okay. And then let's grab these little blue spot chests, right? In addition to that, what we're going to want to do is... Oh, I have ammo here. Let's take the ammo out. As we're doing that, just like with tutorial level 4, the biters in tutorial level 5, they don't expand. So again, just like we're going to do in tutorial level 4, I'm just going to go around and sweep the area, wipe the biters out. That way we can build in peace. Again, though, I highly recommend that as you're doing your first playthroughs, build defensively first. Let the biters attack you. Get used to getting attacked. It's very important. And let me tell you why. In my own personal experience in playing Factorio, I've got a bajillion hours. Well, not a bajillion. I've got 300-ish hours in Factorio. And I've done a lot in this game. It's awesome. I've launched a few rockets. I've built a few different types of factories. I've even started to mega base, but I haven't really gotten into mega basing too much yet. But I've started to mega base. One area where I'm super weak, super weak, is biter defense. And the reason for that is because every time I've played, I've always either turned biters completely off, peaceful mode, or I've always basically made them match what the tutorial levels are, where they don't expand and they don't really evolve. And so I can just go wipe them out as my factory expands. So I don't have to worry about defenses with what I've played so far in Factorio. And whenever I try to play in default mode, right, where the biters get more and more ferocious, and I'm not even considering Death World right now, but when I play default mode, I struggle with defenses, especially at the start of the game, because I'm just not used to building and maintaining defense. I'm used to expanding the factory at exponential rates, building these huge, elaborate constructs, and it's super cool and super fun for me to do that. But then whenever I play with biters, I struggle. And the reason for that is because of what I'm doing here in the tutorial videos, right? I've always just set the biters to peaceful or made it so that way the pollution doesn't make them attack, or make it so that they don't evolve, and then I can just circle around and wipe them out, and they're really not much of a threat, right? I might as well just play with them off at that point. So I highly recommend that you play defensively and get the hang of it, because if you want to play with just default settings, which is a really fun way to play, you're going to struggle if you do not play defensively in these tutorial missions and get used to getting attacked by the biters. Because with the default settings, how that works is the default settings have the biters relatively close to your base. Pretty close, kind of like how they are here, right? There's a biter nest here, there's a biter nest here. They're relatively close by, right? And so what you want to, and then on top of that, as you generate pollution, as soon as your pollution hits them, they come out to attack, right? And the more that your pollution hits them, the more aggressive they become, and the more and more that they attack. And so their attacks get more and more lethal, more and more harsh, the more that your pollution hits them. Let me just take care of these worms here. And so their attacks get more and more lethal, more and more difficult to deal with over time. And you need better and better defense over time unless you go and wipe the nest out. But then in default settings, they also have the ability to expand. So if you don't take over the ground of the nests that you kill, they're just going to expand back to where they were. And that's going to get painful, right? So, yeah. So those are the default settings. And like I said, with the settings I've been playing on, they don't re-expand. So I can just wipe them out and forget about them, like what I'm doing here. Now, if you don't want to play with biters, if you just want to build a really cool, awesome factory, by all means, turn the biters off or lower their aggressivity, lower their aggressive settings, things like that. That is a perfectly viable way to play Factorio. That's how I personally play, and that's how a lot of Factorio players play. A lot of Factorio players don't like the biters. And I can understand why. They're an added level of stress to a game that, at least for me, is quite zen. I actually really like playing this game just for fun, relaxing after a stressful day of work or whatever. My 3-year-old kid does something really annoying and I need to de-stress or whatever, right? Playing this game to de-stress is just really nice for me. And biters make the game more difficult, which is great. But I can understand why people don't want to play with the biters. Alright, so we've arrived at one of our auxiliary bases here, right? This one is for ore mining. And like I said, I'm going to gather everything up anyway. And then we'll start up. And then that way I can explain everything as I build it out, rather than trying to explain what the developers put together. Because a lot of what the developers put together is good, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it, I have a hard time figuring out why they did certain things. And that's fine, you know. Again, to each their own. And just because I don't understand why a factory was built a certain way doesn't mean it's not a viable way to play. It's just not, it doesn't make sense to me. So we're just cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. The whole first episode of this is probably just going to be me cleaning up and kind of introducing the map and showing you guys everything that's on the map. And then the next part is probably going to be when we get started in building. And that's fine. Factorio is one of those games that you don't really rush. There are cool speedruns of Factorio, though. And there actually are achievements for speedrunning Factorio. But yeah. But at least for me, anyway, Factorio is not a game that I like to rush. I like to take my time, consider options, that kind of thing. Okay, we've cleaned up we've cleaned up this area. There's a single biter nest down here. We can go take care of that. So let's go take care of that. That way, again, we don't have to worry about the attacks and we can build our factory in peace. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Lovely. Alright. I think there's just a random worm down here. We don't really have to worry about him, but I hate biters. They hate me. So I'm going to kill it anyway. Goodbye, Mr. Worm. All right, I believe there's a chest over here. Yes, there is. You can see there's little icons over there. So let's grab what's in here. And in here we get some accumulators. So these are what the accumulators look like. So these are the big batteries that store power that your base can generate, so that way that power can be leveraged at night when the solar panels are dead and when your factory's electricity production might wane. Right? Especially if you're trying to run your entire factory off of solar energy, accumulators are basically a requirement. Because otherwise your factory will just turn off at night. You don't want that. So yeah. Okay, let's go back up here. I think as I was walking over, I didn't grab a chest up here. And then I can dump whatever I've gathered so far into those steel chests there. There we go. Alright, so what did we pick up here? We picked up what's called solid fuel. That's going to be really nice. Solid fuel is basically a concentrated fuel, right? So if I pull out some coal, right, we already know that coal is much better than wood at providing energy, right? But, so coal, when you burn it, it provides 4 megajoules of energy. Solid fuel, when you burn it, gives you 12 megajoules of energy. So just like how coal is much better than wood in terms of providing energy, solid fuel is much better than coal in terms of providing energy. Now, creating solid fuel can be a bit of a pain in the butt, especially at first. So you don't have to try to run everything on solid fuel. But since we have some, that's going to be really helpful for powering our trains, for example, fueling our trains. That's going to be super nice. I didn't repair that. Did I put my repair packs in the chest? I did. How silly of me. There we go. Okay. Let us continue. So I'm going to actually run up here first. So the first hidden area that I've found, and there might even be more hidden areas than I'm aware of. I've found 2 hidden areas. The first one is up here. Like way up here. The second one is way down here. Like I said, there might be more, so feel free to explore the map. But I found 2 hidden areas. And the first clue that there's a hidden area here is if you look at the water, right? You can see it really clearly on the map too. The water near the base that we're starting out with is blue, right? Normal watercolor. Over here we're seeing green water. That means there's been a lot of pollution. So that gives you a hint that there's something up here. And it's dark. It's nighttime. Ugh. Dark. But anyway, the green water gives us a hint that there's something up here. So what's up here? Let's figure it out. The cut trees too. There's some cut trees around. We're not seeing a lot of cut trees yet. But the more north we go, the more we're going to start seeing some chopped wood. Yeah, like over here, for example, there's some chopped wood over here. That tells us there's something over here. And then, oh, what's this? There's a base up here. A little mini base up here. So again, we're going to tear this down. This is, once again, a map with limited resources. I'm going to want all the resources I can get. So take everything. Thank you. Everything we can get our little hands on. So yeah, exploring the map in tutorial level 5 is really helpful. Definitely recommend doing that. You'll find all sorts of freebies. And the freebies will really help jumpstart the level for you. Helps a lot. So explore the map, explore it. It's good. So we're running faster on here, and why is that? Well, on normal dirt, right, normal grass, this is how fast you run. If you lay bricks, or in this case, this is actually cement. If you lay bricks or cement, you run much faster. So over the course of time, you're going to want to actually cement or brick your factory, right? Improve your running speed, especially in the high traversal areas where you're going to be running all the time. Oh, look at all the wood in that chest. Oh, that's going to be a lot of small power poles for us. Yay! Lots of power poles for me. Cleaning everything up. So these are actually electric furnaces. So furnaces, the stone furnaces we've been using up until now, stone furnaces require a fuel source and then whatever it is that you're trying to smelt. Electric furnaces, as you can imagine, don't require a fuel source. So for example, with the stone furnaces, we've always had to fuel coal in them, for example, or wood or whatever else, right? And in the case of electric furnaces, you don't have to. With electric furnaces, they just run on power. So hooray, electric furnaces. We're probably not going to be able to use them very much, unfortunately, because they are rather expensive to get up to. It looks like our wood is full. Holy cow, we have a lot of wood. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab that. We can put some wood in the car to fuel it. There we go. And then let me go and throw all the wood here in the car. We'll drive the car back to the base. That way we can take everything back with us. I don't want to leave this empty-handed. I don't want to leave any resources behind. So we'll drive the car back to the base, even though I'm a terrible car driver. What I end up doing, instead of building cars and stuff, is I end up building like power armor and things like that. And then there's a thing that you can equip called, I think it's called exoskeleton legs or something like that. I just call them legs. And the more legs you have equipped, the faster you run. I usually end up running at least 1 to start, but then eventually I make my way up to 2. And then you can get running pretty fast as a result, and you don't really need a car at that point. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else up here. There might be. I don't remember. If I do remember right, I think there is a small amount of resources up here, though, besides all the trees that we can cut down. So again, just explore the map. Freebies are freebies. There's a little trail right there. That gives us a hint that there is something. So let's see if we can make our way around without needing to cut through the trees. It might not even be worth it. Alright, we've reached the edge of the Tutorial 5 map, at least here to the north. So good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to have to start cutting our way through. Cut our way through, we're stuck. There's a little bit of random coal up here. Sometimes you'll encounter resources like this, just random patches that you're not going to really be able to make much use of, at least for the time being. Eventually, though, if you get desperate, you can always find a way to make it work, right? But in this case, I don't think we're going to get that desperate. Yeah, not very many resources up here, but a couple of things that are nice. Again, more walls, more power poles. And then, ooh, this is nice, actually. And again, we're low. We have too much wood. I don't need that much wood. All right. So a couple of cool things that we picked up, actually. Let me go ahead and run through those really quick. So I've already run you through solar panels, accumulators. These are really cool. Assembly machine level 2s. They just build faster. Very nice. These are laser turrets, right? So you've got the regular gun turrets that you supply with ammo, right? And they're really good because they shoot fast. Bullet fire rate is really fast. Bullet damage can be upgraded. So the turrets continue to scale throughout the game. Laser turrets just run on electricity, right? So that's their big benefit. If you have enough power generation in your factory and you build a bunch of laser turrets, then you don't need to worry about supplying the laser turrets with bullets, right? Which is great. But the downside is that the laser turrets fire slower. They don't penetrate armor as well. And then just like with the regular turrets, they are single target. So because their fire rate is slower and because they don't penetrate armor as well, they take a little bit longer to kill their targets than the regular gun turrets do. So you'll need more of them to be as effective as fewer gun turrets. But again, big benefits, right? You don't need bullets for these. You just need power. And if you are really good at providing power to your factory, laser turrets are pretty sweet. Usually it's nice to have a mix of both, right? You've got some gun turrets and you've got some laser turrets. The gun turrets will help punch through those biters with heavy armor, and the gun turrets will just kind of help deal general damage. And so that way you're not burning through as many bullets as you normally would have to. But yeah, they're nice. I'm going to go ahead and leave this wood behind. This is so much wood. So I'm just going to leave that behind. All right. Let's go back to our car. Jeez, that's so much wood. Holy cow. This area is just wood heaven. We're never going to need wood ever again. One of the things about Factorio that is a little annoying for me in the base game, but some mods actually correct this really nicely, is once you get past the early game in Factorio, there isn't any need for wood. So any wood that you get is just kind of a nuisance to deal with. Some people just throw the extra wood into a dump chest and then run that through furnaces that they're using and just kind of mix it with their coal. So that way it gets used. I just build a crap ton of small power poles with it, and then when I get to medium power poles and large power poles, I just kind of throw a bunch of the small poles into a chest. There's lots of different ways to deal with wood, but I mean, in the end, after the early game, wood is just more of a nuisance than anything. So with this much wood, we are set for life, basically. We don't need any more wood. All right. I'm tempted to explore up here, but I'm not going to. Feel free to, though. Let's go ahead and enter, get into the car here, and let's drive back to base. Oof. Don't mind my poor driving. Don't mind me. I'm just the worst driver in all of history. Fortunately, in real life, I'm a much better driver. Alright, let's go ahead and exit there. Let's repair the car. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We're going to need to put down another chest. And we're just going to throw wood into this chest. Okay, anywhere else where we have wood? Wood in here. Obviously there's wood in there. There's no wood in here, right? Okay, lovely. Let's throw the wood we have in there. And let's grab the car. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of wood in the car. I forgot about that. There we go. It's 2 steel chests of wood is a lot of wood. And let's throw this car in this chest because we already have another car in this chest. And then we're just gonna start throwing the other stuff into this chest. It's fine. Let's grab another steel chest. Again, we'll reorganize all this later. I'm not too concerned. Another cool thing that we found are these defender bots, defender capsules. Basically, they are automated little dudes who will follow you around. They have timed, like a timer that they will live for. So they live for, I think, 30 seconds. They also have HP, so they can be killed. But for those 30 seconds, you can drop, let's say, like 10 of them. And 10 of them will follow you around. And they will shoot stuff. It's awesome. So if you have a big biter base, like this one here, looks pretty big, pretty nasty. So you take 10 defender bots, you plop them down, and you just run straight through the base. The defender bots just kill everything in your path. The defender bots are really nice, or defender capsules. Super nice. I love them. I love them to death. All right. So now we've gathered that area, right? We've already opened up those 2 boxes down here, right? Or have we not? I don't remember. No, we have not. Lovely. Well, let's get that stuff. 2 more boxes of stuff. Yes, please. Freebie stuff is always lovely. So what do we have here? 2 boxes, and then more defender bots. Lovely. More solid fuel. Also very lovely. More defensive capabilities, walls, things like that, which are really helpful in a general playthrough, but I'm probably not going to need because I'm just going to kill off the biter nest early and quick. But still, good stuff all around. Now let's throw the wooden boxes in here. Why not? Alright, let us proceed with exploring. Let's go. So I know there's another area down here this way, so let's go that way. Well, let's go tear down the copper area. The reason why I'm not really too excited about tearing down the copper area is there's just not a lot of resources down there. There's some stuff, which, you know, again, freebies are free, and we love freebies, but there's just not a lot down there. There's another little tiny patch of iron. It's not going to last you long, though, I'll tell you that. Every time I play this tutorial level, and I've played through it, I think twice, but in both times I always tap that iron patch, and it goes away so fast. It's almost non-existent. In terms of just how quickly it goes away. Alright, grabbing our railroads here. One of the things I don't like about trains very much is placing railroads. It's kind of a pain. There's a few things that you can do to make it a little bit easier. And I'll show you that when we get there, when we start laying track. But in general, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle, I'll admit. Unless you use blueprints and stuff. More green water. More green water. So down here is pretty nice. You get more copper, obviously, which they were mining, but there's another iron patch up here. So that'll come in handy. There's also a coal patch over here, which is nice. And then there's some biter buddies, which are not nice. Oh no, I put the repair kits in the chest. Oops. Oh well. The reason why I want to repair stuff is because when things aren't repaired and they have different HP, they get put into different places, right? So you've got your full HP walls, then you have your lower HP walls. You would have your full laser turrets, and you've got your second, like, not full HP laser turrets. And that's just a little annoying because it takes up an extra slot in your inventory that it doesn't need to be taking up. So that's why I wanted to repair everything as I picked it up. But that's okay. It's okay. Because we're just dumping everything that we pick up into chests anyway, and then we'll figure it out from there. We'll figure it out from there. Alright, so we've gathered everything here. Let's explore this way. I don't think I've ever explored this way before. And again, there's green water over here, and that tells me that there was something going on somewhere. Are there worms in this base? It doesn't look like there are. I think I can just take this base out while I'm here. Kill it! Defender bots would make short work of this, but I don't want to use the defender bots yet. I'll use the defender bots on the bigger bases. Because defender bots are awesome, but in the early game they're very expensive to build. So I think what we found is all we're really going to get, because I don't think I'm going to build them in this tutorial video. They're definitely worth building in free play though. They are so nice. Any secrets down here? I haven't explored down here yet. Ever. Secrets? Secrets? Oh, that's a nasty looking bit. Hey, railroads. Yeah, there's secrets down here. Ooh, I was not aware of this secret down here. See, exploring the map works out. It works out. Look at all of these mining drills. There's even a train car here with a bunch of resources in it. Lovely. More freebies! Hooray! Freebies! We love our freebies. Oh no! He spotted me! See, with the size of that base, that would be a nice candidate for defender bots, which, again, I don't think I have at the moment, do I? No, I don't, but that would be a great candidate for defender bots. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to gather the railroad bits. Thank you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! Leave me alone. I am not here to kill you yet. Kill you later. Actually, I might not need to kill them, but you know, you never know. I might come back and kill them later. And So much ore. That's probably going to fill up my entire inventory. Just about, feels like. But whatever. The iron ore does come in handy. I am glad to have it. Because again, the iron ore at our base is a very small amount. Like, you'll be surprised at how fast it goes. That's why I'm harping on about it so much. It goes so fast. So all the iron we can get is just super helpful. Because that's just more plates, which we can turn into more things. It'll be really nice. It sounds like my family is being active. Hola. Uh-oh, biters. Biters, biters, biters. Alright, well, let's not go up that way. Let's go around this way. See if there's anything else we can find. Any other secrets? Okay, there's the bottom of the map. Lovely. So this map isn't actually as big as I thought it was. I thought this map was going to be bigger. But I guess it's really not that big. So you could explore the whole map. And I just never bothered to do so until now. So, cool. Well, stuff and things are always nice. That's a big angry base. Again, we're probably going to need defender bots to punch through that. My SMG is not enough to punch through that. You could also use another technique to punch through it called, what is it called? Well, what does the community like to call it? I like to call it turret pushing, where basically you throw a line of turrets down as like a defense line, and then you push forward a little bit, put down another line of turrets, push forward, put down another line of turrets, push forward until you get up into their base, and then drop a bunch of turrets, fill it with ammo, and then you've got like 5 turrets firing on their base at once. Very nice that way. More biters. My best friends. Don't mind me, biters. I'll only kill you later. I'll kill you later. Alright, let's see if I can find the other secret area that I spotted before on a previous playthrough. It surprised me so much, too. I was like, whoa! Because the free stuff that you get from it is pretty sweet. Where are we? Okay, I think we're almost there, actually. Let's see. I guess I'll go around the bottom of the lake. There we go. I know I'm taking a long time exploring the map, but again, the freebies are nice. The freebies are just nice. Okay, I can't go around the bottom of the lake. So, I want to get them. I want to get them. I want to get the freebies. I want to get the free stuff. Because that makes life easy. Makes things not quite so tough. Oh, here it is. Up there! Look at all this. Look at all this. So many accumulators. And so many solar panels. So nice. When I found this, I was stoked. The sad part is that this isn't enough to power the factory once we get it rolling. So, but it's a nice start. And any extra power generation is always a nice thing to have, because that's less steam power we have to generate, less we have to build, right? More free stuff. Grabbing all the free stuff. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys can hear my kid upstairs. He's a screamer lately. He didn't used to be, but, you know, toddlers are toddlers. They evolve every day, it feels like. They're always a little bit different every day. Very unpredictable. They're just learning so much so fast that as little people they evolve so quickly. It's incredible how fast they learn and how much they're learning in such a short amount of time. Now we're just going to clean up all the solar panels here. Is our inventory almost full again? It's getting there. I think we'll be able to grab all of this though, no worries. Solar panels take up a lot of space on the ground, but obviously we can carry 1 billion of them in our pockets because, you know, that's realistic. Again, certain things on this game run on magic. Your pockets certainly do run on magic. Almost done. Alright, sweet. Do I want to explore the rest? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I'll just go up and see if there's an... yeah, screw it. Screw it! We're already all the way out here. Let's keep going. I've already spent this entire episode exploring the map. Might as well keep going, right? Let's keep going. Let's see what's out here, if anything. We'll path through the lake in here. I've never been down this way. And it looks like there was a reason for that. I can't get through here. At least through the lake anyway. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I can't get through there anyway, even if I wanted to. Okay. At least not without building landfill. So in this game you can build something called landfill, and that allows you to just plop land where water is, and you can walk. Hooray! So with landfill I'd be able to cross, but I don't know if there's anything down there or not. Probably not, to be honest. But I'm not sure, of course. Never actually been down there. What's up here? Probably more biter friends. Oh, yep, there's some biter friends. Hello, biter friends. That's a big biter friend base. Hello, biter friends. That would be another base perfect for defender bot usage. Because that's a pretty mean looking base. So does that one. Holy cow, there's a couple of mean bases over here. Remind me not to come this way without defender bots. Whew, there's a whole cluster of them. Another mean base over here. Yeah, remind me not to come this way if I don't have to. Another base over here. Biters have made this area their home. This is their home. Home, home, home for the biters. Let's see, anything else up and to the left? Because again, I've never explored over there, and since we're out here, might as well. What's out here? What's out here? Trees are out here. Trees. Our second worst enemy in Factorio. For some people, trees are arguably the first worst enemy in Factorio. Some people hate trees more than biters. I still hate biters more than trees. Maybe I'm just a bit more patient than the other players are, and that's understandable. But, yeah. A lot of players hate the trees, because they do get in the way, and you have to spend a good amount of time chopping them down to clear space. But biters try to kill you. Trees do not. More biter friends over there. Hello, biter friends. Lots of biter friends over there. And we're at the edge of the map again. Okay. There's a copper patch out this way. That's nice, I guess. Alright, let's go back to base and then we'll get started, I think. Enough running around the map. So yeah, getting back to base, getting back to base, getting back to base. Getting back to base. Getting back to base. Getting back to base. What's this biter nest look like? Because that's mighty close to the iron that I am going to want to build a train for. Can I kill that myself? I think I can. Without defender bots. So I'm just going to do it. Let's knock it out. So that way later on when I get a train over here, my mining operation does not become attacked. Kill it! Kill the biters! Kill the biters! Lovely. Alright, well that's one more base gone. Sweet. Sweet! And then that was where they had some trains set up to bring in some iron ore. Sweet. Alright, let's open up the map, see if there's any other bases we need to take out. Maybe I can take out that one too, because that's mighty close to where we're going to start. That base over there is also mighty close to where we're going to start, so I think I might want to take that out too. That base is too big for me to take out without defender bots, so I'm probably not going to worry about that yet. I'll worry about that one a little bit later. That, and I could always just plop a stone wall here with like turrets and laser turrets behind it, and that should hold that base at bay just fine for the remainder of the level. So you don't have to kill every base. You can mix offense and defense, which you should already be doing anyway when you play Factorio. Because you do have to play offensively in order to clear some space for your factory to grow. You have to play defensively because if you expand too aggressively, you're not going to be able to defend all the land, right? So you have to expand slowly and cover your defenses as you expand. Let's see. What's this look like? Yeah, we can take this. We can take this. We're starting to run a little low on bullets though, because I put a bunch of bullets into the steel chest back at the base. But I think we'll be able to kill it just fine. Alright, cool. We've murdered that base. I think we just want to murder one more base, and then I'm going to call this the part 1 video. The part 1, running around the map, gathering the freebies and killing the biters. The most interesting part of the playthrough, let me tell you what. Nah, obviously this is the most boring part. So if you actually watch this video from start to finish, first off, applause to you. Applause. Because this is the most boring part, in my opinion. Running around, gathering the freebies, killing the biters. I mean, again, gathering... Oh, let me actually get more bullets from the chest before I try to go kill that base. But I mean, again, gathering the freebies, in my opinion, is important because look at how little resources we get to start off with. And having resources just makes life easier. So much easier. Let's throw another steel chest down. Throw everything in there. Lovely. Grab anything that needs to be repaired from all the chests. Anything that needs to be repaired in here? Nope, but there's some bullets there. There's my repair packs. Repairs here? No. Repairs here? No. Repairs here? Nope, but more bullets, more better. Okay, lovely. Let's repair what we have. Almost there. So you can see that when you know the hotkeys, you can play relatively quickly, right? So E to open the menu, Q to clear your hand, right click to gather stuff, right, all that fun jazz. This all becomes second nature over time. Okay, where did I put all the bullets? Oh, the 200 that I have loaded is... Oh, there we go. There's the bullets. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come organize this later. Alright, well, let's take our bullets and let's go kill that one more base, and then we will call that a part 1. And then starting in part 2, we will organize all the freebies and actually start building a factory and working our way towards the actual objective, right? For now, we've been operating under the side objective. Kill all the bad guys on the map and get all the freebies off the map. But eventually we need to actually go towards the main objective, right? So that's what's actually going to get us the win screen. Kill the biters. Kill the biters. Kill the biters. Kill the biters. Excellent. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Life is good. We're almost done. Alright. Excellent. Any other biters that are near our base? No, I think we're okay. Just that one is the only one I'm worried about. I could take some defender bots there now and go deal with it. Maybe. But, nah, maybe I shouldn't. I don't think I should. I think it'd be better if I went ahead and I just set up a defensive wall there with laser turrets and regular turrets, and I think that'll hold just fine. I've got a lot of laser turrets and I've got a lot of regular turrets. So I think that's just fine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is part 1 of tutorial level 5. Again, if you watch this from start to finish, round of applause. You did it. You watched the hardest part to watch. So yeah, thank you so much. In the next part, we will go through and we will start actually building the factory. I'm probably going to start by building the line of turrets there, and then we're going to start mining the small amount of resources that we have here and start working our way up to trains. Sweet. Alrighty. Well, once again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day.